Welcome, everybody. Episode 24 of the Drew Pablo Show. Today, we're celebrating the great wipeout, the great defeat of Adam BANDT. It is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Everybody watching this in Australia, it probably unifies 90% of Australians, whether you're right wing or you're left wing. The defeat of Adam BANDT. What a beautiful moment it is. What a beautiful moment it is. Now, thank you, everybody who's been tuning in. I'm going to post the YouTube link as well. I think we've got a couple dozen people watching on Twitter already. I'd love it if you guys moved over to my YouTube to watch this, because I'm very much building up my YouTube right now. We're gonna have a very fun stream. We're gonna be celebrating. This is a victory party. I want everybody to really let loose. I'm gonna put some music on. We're just gonna chillax and just celebrate. Just celebrate. What is a very beautiful day. I mean, why not even just put on Brad? I reckon because that's how they were campaigning the Greens. You know, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing is. Greetings, Drew. Thank you, Easy Money. Pack watch. It's a beautiful moment, isn't it, guys? It's a beautiful moment. Who could be sad right now? Who could be sad? God is on our side. I think that's our main lesson here, right? I'm just gonna, as I said, guys, I'm just gonna quickly post up the link. So don't mind me. Give me 30 seconds. Comment your thoughts. Tell me how you're going to be celebrating this momentous day. Tell me how you're going to be celebrating. What a great day it is, my friends. What a great day it is. Just total victory. Total victory. What do you think? What do you think Abby Chatfield is doing right now? Just comment your thoughts. I'll get back to everybody in a very short second. I'm just posting the link up. We've got 13 people on YouTube. It's getting up. Dude, Drew, I know Charlotte, the one who's running for Senate, wants an interview. Yeah, sure. Tell her to jump on the stream. I can even do it right now if she wants. She's the one who won in South Australia, right? That literally the youngest ever elected. Tell her to jump on the stream. Tell her to jump on the stream. Drew, you're so brat. Well said. Very well said, actually, my friend. Drew, my man. Hello, Matthew. How you going? Who is Abby Chatfield? Abby Chatfield is a very articulate intellectual who is known to have really supported Adam BANDT, and she's really upset right now. Should be fucking skitzing out somewhere. I don't know. I say, yeah, it's a bad time for her, isn't it? Apparently, she was crying after a SBS feed debate. How's it going, Drew? Delves, thanks for joining us, mate. Preference dead last on my vote. What a glorious day this is. Yeah, I actually put Greens last on my ballot, and I had all these lefties going like, "How dare you? How dare you put the Greens below One Nation?" And it's like, come on, it's just funny to put them last, isn't it? We are all alive. Hello, Zyrenthius. Here for the culture. It's a great day for the culture, isn't it? It's a great day for the culture. BANDT refuses to stand next to the Australian flag, so I'm happy to see him take an L. It's a victory for everybody who loves Australia, isn't it? Drew, Leah isn't working on my keyboard. Okay, Matthew. Hello, Paul. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's about sending a message. Absolutely, everything burns. The greenies are flipping out. The cope has been unreal. It's such a wonderful day, is it not? Is it not, my friends? And we're going to have a great stream. We're going to have a great stream just celebrating this momentous occasion. Let me post up. By the way, guys, let me know, who do you think I should have on the stream? Please give me some suggestions. Let me add. I'm just going to quickly add my Twitter feed because Let's just go through some of the cope. We've got to enjoy it. We've got to enjoy it, don't we? Don't we, folks? Don't we? Just what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. More Pisco collabs would be rad. I would like to go on Pisco stream again. He's killing it right now. Good on him. Get Nick Fuentes on the stream. That's not going to happen, mate. This is so funny. This is like, hang on, I got some beautiful coat. Let's show it. Hang on. Hang on, where is this? Okay. Just some really funny cope. Oh, Adam Bent held his seat for 15 years. That's almost the same amount of time it's taken Drew to finish a bachelor's degree. Nope, I've been doing it for much less than half the time. I got kicked out of the University of Queensland for protest against China. What can I say, guys? I mean, Adam Bent got more votes in his own single electorate than Drew's party did in the entire country. I mean, yes, Adam Bent was leader of the third largest party in the country. Of course, he was going to get. Of course, he was going to do better than a fucking 20-year-old. Just okay, I texted Charlotte. Okay, tell her literally she can jump on the stream. It'd be very funny. Depends if you would rather chat or if you'd like a combative chat. By the way, guys, if you're watching, share the stream, share the YouTube link to more people. Share the YouTube link to more people, guys. We've got to crack the numbers. We've got to increase the numbers. Lately, I've been streaming with an average of about 35 people, and we've just started. It's growing up, but guys, send the link to your friends. Get them on the stream. Let's build this up. Watching a master at work. Yes, that's how I write my tweets, guys. What do you think cost Adam Bent more than anything? Was it just inertia from the broad support for the ALP, or did Bent do stuff to rub people the wrong way? I think they actually did rub people the wrong way. I think it's literally because they were too obstructive and they had gone too much to the left. Is it planned to stream every night? Yeah, I've been streaming every single day for 24 days now, guys. And look, I've been streaming mostly Australian nighttime. I sometimes wonder whether I should be streaming morning Australian time because that's North America nighttime. And, I probably have actually more support. Mercado Media, hey, Drew, keep up the good work, buddy. Thank you so much. Mercado, you should jump on the stream. I can send you a link. I'd love to have you on. Drew, I love you, but you're the easiest person to bait. You respond to anyone who mentions you, even when it's in apparent base mode. I have fun, my friend. Does your girlfriend watch the nightly streams? I'd say she watches 1 and 2. Do you believe Western democracies are doing enough to confront authoritarian influence from regimes like China, and what should they be doing differently? Very well said. Look, that is the sad thing. That's the sad thing. I think no Western democracy is doing that right now. And the only one who's really confronting them is Trump, but Trump is an idiot, and the way he's doing it is so stupid. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Mikado, I can send you the link. You should jump on the stream. I'm going to send you the links to Mikado. Thanks for joining, by the way. It's very cool. Real answers, low-key 12 hours a day. I should stream 12 hours a day. Well said. Have you checked out the content creator? No, fuck off. It's 6:30 a.m. here in America. Only random chance I'm up right now. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Bant failed to implement the mass line. You must go to the people. Very well said. He struggled because he did not surround the countryside from the city. I mean, he did not surround the cities from the countryside as Mao did. Hang on. Mercado. I've sent Mikado a link. I have friends in Melbourne who usually vote Greens, but they got fed up with the Greens being too progressive. So true. So true. Example, the Captive Dream saga. The Captive Dream is like, I smashed Captive Dream. What are you talking about? Good morning from New York. Thank you for joining Possum Nation. Very cool that we've got people from even the city that never sleeps, New York City. Thoughts on punter politics? I enjoy some of his content, but he seems like a bit of a one-trick pony. Not hating, just my opinion. I think punter's politics is just like, I mean, he's just a teal, right? And look, I'm not really a teal. Like, I'm pretty happy that some of the teals lost, honestly. I'm like Labour right. If you ask me about politics, I'm like Labour right. Win Pakistan. I'm not going for Pakistan. All it took was for the Libs to preference the Greens last. A big thanks to Dutton is owed here. Salute. Dylan would be good to talk to. A possible good convo would be talking about China's involvement in Ukraine, Russia. No, that would actually be good. I would love to have Dylan Burns on. Honestly, yeah, no, I want to make this a daily stream, and it'd be good to have some, big people join the stream, help reach more people. It'd be great. Dylan Burns would actually be really cool. Oh, gee. Hang on, I've got a really funny thing to post. Someone sent me this. Who will we have to kick around now that Dr. Adam BANDT, PhD, Marx is gone? Look, we still got Marine Faruqi. Marine Faruqi is just as terrible, right? Will the Greens have balance of power in the Senate, though? I mean, Labor has always had to work with the Greens in the Senate. It really doesn't change anything. Blue Labor is the future of centre-left politics. Salute to Blue Labor. You know who I actually would love to have on? This would actually be funny, because he's like a theorist, right? But I'd love to have Maurice Gleeson of Blue Labor, the guy who's sort of like the main theorist of that in Britain. I'd love to have him on the stream. How interesting would that be? And we could just talk political theory. Would my followers support that and like that? Who knows? But I think it'd be interesting. You know what? Like, honestly, it's my show. I'm just going to do whatever I find interesting, right? Like, I will just have people on who are like just academics and theorists and stuff like that. And then I'll also do fucking YouTube drama. I'll just literally do what I want. It's my show. It's the Drew Pavley Show, episode 24. Can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine when we have thousands of people on here? It will be so powerful. Which US political commentator do you rate? Right now, I really like Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein is great. Yeah, this is the great breaking. So, guys, watch the master at work. I've got a great tweet here. Greens leader Adam BANDT reported martyred on the holy road to Al Quds. You're watching the master at work. Get Nick Dyrenthurf on. He's brilliant. Actually, that would be brilliant, Landu. Please ask Nick when he can jump on the stream. Honestly, I'll even message him and say, when can we? That would be great to have Nick Dyrenthurf on, actually, and we can just chat, political theory. That'd be very powerful. You know who I talked to today about having on the stream? I talked to James Lindsay of what's the term? The Woke Right. I talked to him of the Woke Right show, of Woke Right fame. I might have him on soon. God forbid someone is anti-genocide. Yeah, dude, that's what Adam BANDT was. He was certainly anti-genocide. Yeah, so true, bro. I recently started watching anything and bro's been killing it. Yeah, he's been doing really well. Breaking news. Drew just gave his thoughts on the Bronze Age collapse 5 seconds after reading this comment out loud. I still haven't read into it. I'm very sorry, Swindon. Get Adam BANDT on. Yeah, very true. I mean, I think he's got a lot more time on his hands lately. We'll reach out to his team. We'll see if he can join maybe. But this is the news right now. Breaking. Greens leader Adam BANDT reported martyred on the holy road to Al Quds. And, it's very sad news. It's very sad news for our friends at the Greens. Talk with Syrian girl. Well said. Wouldn't that be a great idea? Bruh, this woke writer pushed me back to the center left. Very well said. That's actually how I would describe my own feelings as well. Senator Faruqi has said the Greens are racist. Was she referring to herself? When did she say that, Andrew? That's very funny. Let me find that. Marine Faruqi, Greens racist. Get Sal Grover on to talk about the Tickle v Giggle fight. I don't know who that is, but thank you. I'll certainly look into this. Sol Garova, yeah, I'm sure should be happy. You know who we should get on? We should get Abby Chatfield. I reckon she'd be keen to jump on. I reckon Abby Chatfield. We've got a lot in. I can see you vibing with Kyle Kalinske. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Let me see. Kyle Kalinske. I think Kyle Kalinske is a bit too left for me, to be honest. But I mean, I'd talk to him, but I don't think he would like me. I mean, this is a funny post. I would like that. She will never join. No, I'm sure we'll get Abby Chatfield, guys. I'm sure we'll get Abby Chatfield. Adam BANDT was a proud Shia militant who died proudly in the name of the Ayatollah. He's with his 72 virgins now. Well said. Very well said, actually. Guys, what do you think is the saddest thing about losing Adam BANDT from the Australian Parliament? Please comment your thoughts, and I'll read out everyone's thoughts. Current market price for salt is roughly $240 per tonne, and the Greens are giving rivers away for free. Well said, Mr. Andrew Hennessy. What's news? Drew, you're my favorite Greek. Well, thank you, my ethno-nationalist friend. What's news? Thank you, mate. Get Tyler Cowan on. You know, that would actually be very cool to get Tyler Cowan on. I think, unfortunately, Tyler Cowan might be above my league, but it'd be really cool to have him on. Very smart guy. I like reading his stuff. Abby Chatfield is a loon. No, she's a great intellectual. She's our greatest scholar right now. Do you think centre-left, centre-right political movements can survive the rise of popularism and far-left parties? Look, the Labour Party is doing very well. The Labour Party is doing very well right now. Yeah, Drew, you are unironically my favourite Cypriot. Well, I'm a lot better than Phidias. What can I say? Phidias, the disgusting pro-Russia guy. Believe in yourself. Salute, Dodo. What are your thoughts on Ye music? I was literally, dude, it's so sad. I was literally like, Kanye was literally my favorite ever musician. And then he just went so mental lately. And the music's also fallen off so bad, man. Like, can you imagine telling somebody in the era of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that he would release an album with Dave Blunt? It's a fucking disaster. Get Nicholas Decker on. He's very open to interviews. Actually, that's a cool idea. I literally will. I'm literally going to message Nicholas Decker now. I hope he's got open messages. Hey, mate, want to join? I host the Drew Pavlu show. I'm messaging Nicholas Decker right now. Every day. I've sent a message to Nicholas Decker right now. Hey, mate, want to join my live stream? I host the Drew Pavlu show every day. The Drew Pavlu show is rising. The Drew Pavlu show is rising, my friends. 29 viewers on YouTube. Thank you, everyone who's watching. Smash the comments. Just spam the comments, guys. Spam the comments. Hit like. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like. Spam the comments. Share a link to your friend. Get everybody watching. We've got to build the numbers. We've got to build the numbers. Can we get to 50 people watching? Let's see. Let's see. We will build. I found out today that if you get more than like 5 people watching you live, you're literally in the top like 5% of streamers automatically because so many people stream with like 2 viewers live. And we're already on 30, right? We're already in the top 1% of streamers. It's just about cracking that final couple percent. He was a bad local MP. He popped up every 3 years, flooded the electorate with his stupid face and slid away for 3 years. Are you talking about Adam BANDT? Dr. Ben always flew business class to Canberra and had a higher ranking Qantas than I do. Now he'll seize the powerful 1A seat in the name of freedom. Damn, what a prick to always fly business class. That's not very. That's not really, you know, nice to the working class people of the world, is it? Phidias has sub-zero IQ. Phidias is literally the most retarded person I've ever seen. I think Phidias is literally the most retarded Cypriot in the entire world. I can't believe the Cypriot people elected the most retarded person on the fucking planet who's Cypriot. The most retarded person on the planet who has the same DNA as me is Phidias. And they elected him. That's a sad thing for Cyprus, my friends. A very sad thing for Cyprus. Literally, the people of Cyprus sat down and they were like, who is the single most retarded person with Cypriot DNA? And they were like, oh, get Phidias in. Get Phidias into the EU Parliament. What a fucking disaster. Get Avi on. Good idea. Mate, that BANDT tweet is diabolical. No, it's very funny. It's very funny. Get Percy on, bro. What the fuck? I'm not getting Percy on because Percy attacked my loved one. He attacked my GF. I'm not putting Percy on because of the personal sickness with which he attacked me. This show is late today. Yeah, no, it's late. It's late. I had a lot of things to do today, my friends. Nicholas was autistic, by the way. Yeah, I could tell. I could tell Nicholas Decker was autistic. I think I could tell at the point where he was saying that he supported infanticide on utilitarian grounds. I thought, yeah, that is pretty autistic actually. But he's a funny bloke, I have to say. Brick by brick, we are building the Drew Pavlou show. Brick by brick, we're building the Drew Pavlou show. We're building it, my friends. We will one day, inshallah, within 6 months, I think, we will have 1,000 live viewers. I think we can get there. And we will make the Drew Pavlou show one of the greatest political shows on the planet. We will make it into the next Piers Morgan. I'll have everybody on. I'll have everybody from the far left, the communists, to the far right. I'll have everybody on. We'll investigate. We'll interview anybody. We'll debate anybody. Nicholas Decker is very interesting. Many leftists hate him for his ideas on economics. He's a funny bloke, I have to say. BANDT's entire campaign seemed to consist of Gaza, Gaza, Gaza. Now watch me DJ a set. Who was this appealing to? Probably like 12-year-olds, I think. I enjoyed it when BANDT screamed, "Cut the tall trees" during question time. I actually enjoyed it when Adam BANDT did the RTLM radio shit. That was actually that was literally his campaign. I enjoyed it when BANDT screamed, "Cut the tall trees." That's so mental. I'm just looking at like RTLM radio from like the Rwandan genocide, and I'm just gonna like post it and just be like, yeah, this is Adam BANDT. This was Adam BANDT's like fucking campaign. I'm trying to find some like art. If you guys can link me to like Hutu propaganda, fucking hell. Because I think it was honestly a mistake that Adam BANDT embraced like the Hutu power movement. Okay, I found it. Cut the tall grass. Fucking hell, that's so mental. I found actually a suitably menacing photo of Adam BANDT to place next to the Hutu power propaganda. And what I'm doing is I'm calling attention to his anti-Semitism by just saying, look how silly it would be if he was a Hutu power extremist. It's the equivalent, right? With hindsight. So again, guys, you're watching the master at work here. With the benefit of hindsight, Adam BANDT really overreached by embracing Hutu power propaganda and screeching, "Cut the tall grass" in question time. I think that's true. With hindsight, I think that's honestly true. Guys, what do you think? Do you think Adam BANDT made a mistake here? Just let me know your thoughts. Low-key, I want to fly business class. Can't blame him for that. It's the hypocrisy that gets me. I've never flown in business class. One day we will get there, my friends. One day we will get there when the show has 10,000 live viewers a day. Drew, what should the intolerant of intolerance liberal democracy do with chemtrail flat earthers schizos that support Putin? Just ignore them because they're annoying. They're not actually trying to do anything. Hey, Drew, I was in Saigon for 50 years since the war. Really, Matthew? That's actually interesting. You should hop on the stream sometime. That's actually interesting. Message me on Twitter. Let's not act as if the Oz Liberal Party is a right-wing populist party. If migration patterns stay the same in Oz, you'll see a surge of populism. I think it's true. I think we could see an Australian reform-style movement if, Albanese doesn't change path. Fact, Dr. BANDT's business class flying killed many climates and endangered cormorants. Very well said, Mr. Landu. Very well said. Get Abby Chatfield on, build bridges. I would. Look, just saying right now, guys, I'm on the live stream. I'm saying, Abby, let's build bridges. Come on the show. Come on the Drew Pavlou live show. We're building bridges here. And yeah, guys, if you're watching my show, just comment on Abby Chatfield's TikTok and just say, go on Drew's podcast, go on Drew's show, go on Drew's show. It's time to build progress. Say it's time to build bridges between the left and the center. Go on Drew Pavlou's live stream. Please, guys, if you're watching, go to Abby Chatfield's TikTok and say that. And be respectful, please. Would love to have Darren Firth on. I'm not modding you, Swindon. Got to run an early nights and can't. Enjoy the rest of your night, Drew and Chatters. Thank you, Delbs. We appreciate it, mate. Wait, is Swindon still banned from YouTube? I don't know how to fix that. Who's Phidias? Phidias is like a pro-Russian Greek member of the European Parliament. It's really cringe. Malachi attacked everyone last week. The bar is on the floor. No moralizing now. Did you see that video of Jackson Hinkle seething? No, which one? Artisanal tweeting, was it? You're a tootsie liar. Wait, what? Fellow Saigonese. Interesting. Get Tracing Woodgrains on. He's a very thoughtful bloke. That's a great idea. Okay. I'm literally going to message all these people. Abby Chatfield should go on your show. Drew Pavlik should go on The Bachelor. I'm already taken, but that's a very funny idea, honestly. Was your biggest debate with Joel Davis? How do you reflect on your performance? Do you have any regrets? I would change my approach. And honestly, I would do it again potentially. But where the line is, they can't attack my family members. They can't go personal like that. I will debate if there's no attacks guaranteed on my family members. Why did you retract your message? What message? I hope your show grows, but when it's odes, I'm going to miss the personal interaction of your comments we're now experiencing. Oh, listen, I will remember the people who were here from the beginning. Don't worry, my friends. Viet Tran, I didn't want Ho Chi Minh himself hunting me down. You can get rich fast by being a rightoid and glaze your audiences. I'm not a rightoid. Will you have Avi Yemeni on? I will, but he's got his own show, so I don't think he can join. But Phidias is a 53-year-old pretending to be 23. That's actually well said. Very well said. Now, guys, let's just go through. Let's go through some of the best. We will watch the best assortment of green seething. I do want to say, look, even though I'm a social democrat, I do think the Druckbar Cunley account is very funny, and he actually follows me, and I'm very happy that he follows me. That's a really cool thing, I think. DM all the people I told you to DM. Okay, I'll quickly message Tracing Woodgrains. Who was it? It was Tracing Woodgrains, Nicholas Decker. I've messaged Nicholas Decker. Who else? Easy Money was it? What's this about? There's some kind of abortion debate in New South Wales. I haven't followed it. Okay, let me see. Where's okay, Tracing Woodgrains. I'm messaging Tracy. Hey, would you jump on the Drew Pavlik show live stream? I will. I've messaged them. Iglesias. I will try. Look, it's going to be hard to get Iglesias because he's a lot bigger than I am. But I will try my best. Let me see. Matthew Iglesias. Does he have open messages? I don't think you can directly message Matt Iglesias. I don't think I can message Matthew directly because he doesn't follow me back, but I will try. I'll try getting to it. I sent it in the live comments section. Where did you send it? Sorry, Paul Smith. Get Butterman on. Talk about freedom. Who's Butts Butterman? Dr. Ben has never paid to fly business class. He had taxpayers pick up the tab while preaching climate and Hamas shite. Well said. It's honestly a disgrace. What are your thoughts on the India and Pakistan conflict? Mate, I really need to actually have an expert on this come onto the show. Who would people recommend? Because I would actually like to have people on. This is really funny. This is good. This is a good quote. The following groups of people are currently on a unity ticket in celebrating Adam BANDT's defeat in Melbourne. Yep. And that's pretty funny. Believe in yourself. Underdog Australia story. Get Willie OAM. Actually, that's a good idea. I actually will. Okay. I'm literally making a list of people I should have on the show. Okay, so I'll have Willie OAM. I'll have Nick Dyrenfirth. Nicholas Decker. Senator Faruqi would be a calm, moderate voice on the India-Pakistan issue. I think she should share her thoughts on the issue with us. I don't think I've tried to find her thoughts on Pakistan, and I've never found her ever criticize any aspect of Pakistani society ever. Not the fact that there's massive sectarian persecution of religious minorities, nothing. It's so interesting, isn't it? It's so interesting. You would think that, as this person who loves justice, she'd be there talking about it, but no, of course not. Think Willie is having chemo at the moment though, so maybe wait a bit. Yeah, look, I'll message him. Okay, here's an interesting question, right? Swindon, I know this Swindon guy. I'm pretty sure he's like neo-Nazi, but he's nice on the stream. Why is this the case? Why are people so different when they're talking personally? That's a good question. Swindon, you should move away from those radical views. You should move away from them. What's our take on the India deal granting de facto citizenship to Indian students attending any university? Should the deal be revised to limit migration? Look, I personally think that migration to Australia just wholesale needs to be lowered right now. We just are not coping in terms of infrastructure and housing development. Should be pro-nuclear on the Indian question. Can I tweet that, Lendy? I'm going to tweet that. That's funny as hell. Is Marine Faruqi? Good question. Actually, great question. I'm going to ask that. And let's see if I can get a photo. So I know she's gone to Pakistan National Day events before. I'm going to try get, because all my neo-Nazi friends are normal people, whereas everyone else is crazy. I don't think that's true, Swindon. I think you shouldn't have neo-Nazi friends. These people are very hateful. Maybe we can de-radicalize Swindon. Where's Marine Faruqi's Pakistan National Day event? I know she's gone to it before. I know that she has. I'm gonna find it, guys. I'm gonna find it. I'm searching right now. Oh, that was awesome. Like in 2022 when she was saying increase aid to Pakistan. That was awesome. That was great. That was actually goated Pakistan. That was a goated Marine Faruqi moment. She's got a lot of tweets celebrating the Pakistani cricket team. That's always a great sign that somebody, is really, really, somebody who loves Australia. Please be sure to use her correct title, Property Developer Senator Faruqi Esquire. Nicholas, I actually do agree with you. We need immigration or we'll end up with demographics as bad as Russia and Japan. I do agree with you on that. So look, my family are descended from migrants. I still think there's a role for migration. I just think that the current rate, which is like 500,000 a year, is way too high. I think we should go back to the levels that we had prior to COVID, which was like 150 to 200 a year. And I think that's way more reasonable. So I still think we should have migration, but it just shouldn't be at insane levels. Actually, Marine Faruqi has a lot of tweets on Pakistan. That's great. I know there's a photo of Marine Faruqi in front of the Pakistani flag. So I'm going to use that. I'm just going to ask if she's in favor of the nuclear quit. This is so interesting. I found a tweet where she's supporting transgender rights in Pakistan. That's the only time she's ever talked about human rights in Pakistan. The one time ever. Oh, found it. Okay, I found it. She's at Pakistan Day. Beautiful. Oh my God, she's actually got like full-blown nationalist posts for Pakistan. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to post this. Oh, this is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. Again, you're watching The Master at Work, my friends. She's got heaps of posts on Pakistan. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, it's just spoke at a fundraiser for Imran Khan. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. Oh my God. If you go all the way back, she's like full-blown supporter of Pakistan. Okay, beautiful, guys. I'm going to post this 1 second. There's going to be a great tweet. There's going to be a great tweet, guys. When you see this, you're going to fucking love it. Just posting this now. And I have to say, Landu, that was a great idea. And then we're just riffing off that. We're bouncing ideas off each other, guys. Let me post this up. 1 second. I think everyone's going to love this tweet. 1 second. Is Australian Green Senator Marine Faruqi pro-nuclear on the India question? This is something that all Australians are asking right now. Does she support a full-blown nuclear exchange against the people of India? Does she support a nuclear holocaust? Does she support killing 1 billion people? We have to know this. We have to ask this because she's a Green Senator. She's the co-leader of the Green Party. And I think just at the very least, we need to know whether she supports nuking India. Because of course I oppose nuclear. Of course I oppose nuclear weapons in that sense. Of course. We're talking billions of people dead. It's no laughing matter. We should forgive Pakistani debts to Australia. Well said, Dodo. I think we should actually do everything we possibly can for Pakistan. That's the Marine Faruqi position. We need more Australians don't have kids, and the ones that do are on the dole. $250K a year, but unlimited student. Drew, do you wish you are an American? I'm a proud Australian, my friend. I'm a proud Australian. But sometimes I do sit there and wonder, if I was born in America, could this man be the president one day? You know, that's something that the world will never get the chance to ask because Drew was born in Australia and he's an Australian. The world will never get that chance. Remember what Frank Costanza's father said in Seinfeld. He lost his romantic hope in America when he found out that he could never be president because he was not born in America. And he just simply said, they don't want me, I don't want them. And that's a very good principle. I think George Costanza's father, Frank Costanza, he was really on the money when he said that. Friendly Geordies came in his pants when BANDT lost his seat. That's the one area we agree on, me and Friendly Geordies. Guys, if you're watching this, tell Friendly Geordies that we need to sit down and we need to debate the big issues. And look, the one issue that we can really agree on is hatred of Adam Bandt. I do not see the current Labor leadership doing anything about migration, to be honest. I do not think this Labor Party will be effective and will give rise to populism. We've all seen this story before. Look, there's a big risk. If they follow what Keir Starmer's done in Britain, they will be in big trouble in a year's time. So I really say to them, you have to look at what's happening in Britain as a cautionary tale. You can win a huge majority as a Labor government, but if you just don't listen to the population on very basic things, like, for example, the amount of population, the volume of migration, you will stand the chance of losing very quickly. We don't have job shortages. That's really Property Council of Australia propaganda. Drew, you need to also message and get Isaac Butterfield on. I don't know about Isaac Butterfield. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of his comedy, guys. I'm not sure. Isn't he still doing like feminazi stuff from 2012? I thought the feminazi stuff was over. I have to say, come on, guys. Like, I don't know. You should get Kremu Rikul on. Okay, I'll think about that. Did a preliminary reading on India, Pakistan, and it's low-key worse than Ukraine, Russia, or Israel, Palestine. Well, look, it's really bad because they're both nuclear armed. Hunter Ash. Actually, that would be interesting. More Khalil memes, please. Yes. We have to say, hail Peter Khalil, hail victory. Ija alala to Peter Khalil. Would property developer Senator Dr. Faruqi call on Pakistan to commit to unilateral nuclear disarmament? Great quote. That's a great question. Okay, let me make that post. I need to ask her this. I call on Greens leader to clarify her stance on Pakistani nuclear weapons. Marine, do you support unilateral nuclear disarmament? Marine, you have called for Australia to halve its military spending. Do you also call for Pakistan to unilaterally disarm its nuclear arsenal in the name of peace? Great question. Thank you, Landy, for inspiring me on that. That's a really good question. Senator, Doctor, really important. Drew, organize a debate between Joel Davis and Friendly Geordies. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Do you think the India-Pakistan conflict will escalate into a prolonged war like the Russia-Ukraine conflict, or will it fizzle out? Look, I really hope that it doesn't escalate into a huge war because it would be devastating for humanity. Drew, get George Soros on. Look, I think good old George Soros is actually half dead at this point because he's really old. I think he's like effectively comatose. But we'll see. We'll try reach out to the Soros team and see if he can join the show. The Drew Pablo show. We're taking any guest anywhere. Oh yeah, you wanted to say that we don't have job shortage. I agree. We don't have job shortage. Australia needs migration for low-paid skill jobs because Australians won't do it. Same money you get on the dollar. Butterfield is funny. You get tips on beard growth. Okay, fair enough. Look, the one thing I'll say is he does have good beard. Paul, where do I go for this video? I'll actually go to it now. Drew, get Mark Labler on. Actually, salute. That's a great idea, Swindon. I know you're joking, but I think that's a great idea. In all seriousness, you should ask Bill Browder. Actually, that's also a really good idea. I will. And that's actually one that I think he probably would do it because I've got a good relationship with him. I also want to get Sir Pencer of the China show. Will you be the next Aussie Joe Rogan? Mate, we will be the next Joe Rogan, full stop. We've got 20 live viewers right now. Soon it will be 100,000. Believe you me. Hey, Drew, I'm sorry for what that person did to your edit. Did you see the actual edit of mine? I'm banishing this guy. I'm never talking to him again. India, Pakistan will always be short. The longer it goes, China will take the mountains and the water. I hope it doesn't go into a real war. Did anyone respond yet? I'm not sure because I think it's like 6:30 a.m. in America. Do you support India or Pakistan, Drew? I certainly don't support Pakistan, which is an Islamist failing state with nuclear weapons. It's not really good. You can only be Joe Rogan if you shave your head and go slightly Nazi. Don't worry, Landiu. The only time I'll ever say hail victory is when Peter Khalil wins. Don't worry about that. The only time when I'll reference blood and honor is when Peter Khalil beats the Greens. I actually had a funny tweet before, and I think it got slept on, but I actually thought this was really funny. Let me find this one. This was a good one. Army Group Center will not hold forever, Hassan. That's a real warning. But guys, this was a good tweet. How did this only get 3 likes? This was so funny. I said Tim Wilson embodies the mystical yearning of the Australian vote. It's funny because he's just like a random liberal moderate. I said he embodies the yearnings of the Australian vote. That deserves a lot more likes, I reckon. I don't support Pakistan, but I think they provide a lot of support for Ukraine. I don't think so. Pakistan is not an Islamic state. They don't even enforce Islamic law. You literally can't even, you can't ever be the head of state in Pakistan unless you're Islamic. India is worse for women than Pakistan. That's not true. Drew doesn't have enough muscle to become Joe Rogan. Just watch, mate. I'm going to be heading to the gym. Another cool thing you can do is set up panels on campuses and mock uni students on current affairs. Actually, that'd be so funny. I literally wonder what would happen if I just went to Melbourne University and just set up a panel and was just debate me on anything. I don't know, because honestly, I'm a centrist, but I think a lot of these feral Trotskyists would react as though I was Charlie Kirk. That'd actually be really interesting. I'm adding that to my list of ideas to do. Drew debates. We'll do that. Just live debates on college campuses. Great idea. As an Indian living in India right now, though in the South, I really don't think this will get out of control. Just another yearly blood sport bust up. Look, I hope that it doesn't become World War III. Yeah, come to Monash. I actually will. I literally will. Trots hate social democrats much more than they hate conservatives. Very well said. I think they'll try to drive me off campus. But can you imagine how funny that'd be if I'm just trying to do a live stream and just a bunch of feral activists, feral trots just start chanting racist, sexist, anti-queer, Drew Pavlov's not welcome here. Imagine how funny that'd be. I actually hope that happens. So we'll try it out. I go to University of Melbourne. We're so leftist. Bunch of wannabe vouchers here. Easy money. Do you reckon if I go onto campus, they'll start chanting racist, sexist, anti-queer, Pavlov is not welcome here? You should go on university campus. Charlie Kirk it up. You won't change the mind of forever dolls, but the kids that listen would be the hope of the future. Salute. Good idea. We've got a Marxist-Leninist society here, and they're actually tankies. At Monash. What's it called? Is it literally called the Marxist-Leninist Society? Holy shit, that's so bad. That's so evil. Holy shit. What's your opinion on Richard Spencer? It's really funny because he endorsed Kamala Harris and he's now saying that he's a liberal. It's really weird. I like his criticism of Trump, I have to say. It's literally just called the Socialist Society. Are they the ones that made that really cringe video where they were we're asking people what their favorite revolution was, and then they just started going around, and it was the cringest shit ever. And people were just like, "Oh yeah, like the Khmer Rouge. It was really good when they fucking just cut the long grass." Completely unrelated, but have you watched Endor? No, I haven't. What's Endor? I'll look into that. They have banners of marks and wear Hamas scarves, which is cool. Can you send that to me for October? I like Trump. He's funny. Giving meaning to life's a box of chocolate. Trump is funny. I dislike his politics, but I have to say Trump is funny. I think that's just subjective. We call on Marine Faruqi to please actually clarify her stance on Pakistani nuclear weapons. My favorite revolution was the Reagan Revolution. DM Richard Spencer, he's oddly insightful. Easy Money, you know, he actually asked me on his show. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm confused, right? Because obviously this man was like a massive neo-Nazi, and then now he's endorsing Kamala Harris. I don't know what's going on with Richard Spencer. Endor is part of Star Wars, but it's peak political show. Unfortunately, my friends, I've never really gotten into Star Wars. I've only watched one of the movies. I'm pretty sure that nuclear arsenal can support a very localized regional conflict. Even if they went crazy, I don't think it's going to trigger World War III. I hope it doesn't trigger World War III. Do you think Kashmir should be independent part of Pakistan or part of India? Look, I reckon it should be up to the people of Pakistan. I think it should be up to the people of Kashmir to decide. But that said, I absolutely hate the terrorists who attacked people really recently. That was full on disgusting. Con says Spence has disavowed his neo-Nazi past, hasn't he? Has he actually? Like, this is the question, right? I'm not actually quite sure. Like, has Richard Spencer done that? Drew Pavlu, Richard Spencer has said he likes you, especially for your Ukraine support. If you platform Avi Yemeni, you can platform him. Oh, shit. So Richard Spencer said that he liked me. That's so funny. That's so funny. I think I've seen him retweet me a couple times. Well, look, this is the big question, right? Like, is he still racist against Jews? I don't know. Like, I see him endorse Kamala Harris. I've seen him sort of like support liberals. It's interesting. You should go on Richard's show, especially since you collabed with Joel. I didn't collab with Joel. I debated Joel. That's very different. I literally I had a really full-on debate with Joel, and it ended with him doing death threats to my family. So it's not like we collabed. Sent it on the cord. Thank you, bro. I demand to know whether you support the French or Mexicans in the pastry war of 1838. I do not know that one, Miss Landy. I'll have to look into that one. There's a lot of strange wars in the history of humanity. There's the soccer war in the 60s, was it? Between some of the Central American countries. Heya says, it's crazy how relevant the new season of Endor is to modern politics. It also doesn't have any Force, Jedi, Sith, just a pure political thriller. Okay, look into that. Did he do death threats to your family on stream? Afterwards, he tried to dox my family, so no, he's a disgusting guy. Willie's still posting daily. Should get him one on... Oh, that's the same, man. I really hope that Willie OAM goes through. I really hope Willie OAM, does well and can see an improvement to his condition. We've got disagreements, but God bless the bloke. I really hope he pulls through. Are you talking about the Joel Davis debate? I debated Joel Davis, and he was basically trying to argue for white Australia, and I was basically saying, like, listen, I support lowering migration, but I don't think it's nice, or I don't think it's right or fair or just to literally attack people based on race. And then he had schizo meltdowns on that. Would you like to try another debate after that? Look, I would debate Joel again if guarantees nobody in my family is targeted. I'm happy to be insulted. I'm happy to be attacked personally, but I will not tolerate anybody attacking my loved ones. Yes, Richard Spencer has disavowed his past. You can DM him. Okay, easy money. I'll look into that. El Salvador and Honduras were the soccer war country. Yeah, I remember that. Wait, for October, are you talking about the Joel Davis one? He's not a genuine guy. Like, this is a guy who's got a lot of hatred in his heart. A lot of hatred in his heart. And he just I'll tell you one of the sickest things that Joel Davis ever said. He straight up said, Joel Davis literally said once that he would prefer we got migrants in Australia who are like full-blown terrorists, who hate the country, who are criminals, who just burn everything down. He'd prefer that than having like highly skilled doctors and migrants from really highly skilled educated backgrounds, because he said, oh, the latter are harder to fight against. Like, what a sick and twisted worldview. Why do you focus so much on Ukraine and China when those conflicts feel disconnected from Australia? Are you kidding, man? China's our largest trading partner. The future of the Chinese government, the future of China's role in the world is so absolutely central to the future of Australia. And Ukraine is, like China is watching Ukraine testing what they will do in Taiwan. Actually, this might be another guy I'm thinking of, because that's on here. Yeah, for October, I think maybe you're thinking. Are you thinking of one of the guys that I streamed recently debating? Because I streamed debating against Malachi and What's News, and like they're like white Australia guys, but like strangely enough, they're not extreme. They're not as extreme as Joel. Like Joel's like straight up like an exterminationist. Richard has become a liberal New England WASP, very trendy regional ideology, popular among college-educated whites in America. He'll back your policies, but secretly sneer at you for being Greek. Do you reckon Richard Spencer actually sneers at me for being Greek? How did you manage to get the Vaush follow? Vaush doesn't follow me anymore. Vaush unfollowed me probably because of my takes on Israel-Palestine. Because I know like he pretty much flirted with like Hamas support as well, which is a shame. It's a shame, right? And obviously, like, his personal life is crazy. What's your opinion on Israel fully going and occupying Gaza militarily? Listen, I don't support indefinite occupation of Gaza. What I would like to see long-term is a two-state solution. And I've always said that. I do actually believe in Palestinian statehood. I just really oppose Hamas. And look, it's very difficult right now because Hamas is still a major force in Palestinian society. I don't know if Vaush actually still follows me. I'm pretty sure he unfollowed me. Oh, he still follows me. I'm actually surprised by that. I don't know. Look, the whole stuff is fucked up. I know he had some pretty bad takes on Israel-Palestine. But look, maybe we could talk one time. I mean, I've literally debated Nazis. I'll literally debate anybody, almost anybody. I've said this before, right? The line in the sand is if somebody is doing death threats to my family, my GF, my loved ones. If people don't do that, I'm willing to debate them. I understand that, but you came from it from the perspective of China genociding the Uyghurs, which doesn't have anything to do with Australia. Dude, look at how they treat the Uyghurs and Tibetans. That's the future if China is dominant in Asia. That's the future for Australia if China wins. That's why we've got to care about it. Look at how they treat the Tibetans and the Uyghurs when they have total power and they think they can get away with it. That's how they will treat us if they win. If they win the Cold War, that's how we will be treated. That's why you have to care. Al-Shara should visit Napoleon's tomb. Well said. Yeah, I agree with A. Gray B there. I'm going to retweet. I don't think that full long-term occupation of Gaza is a good idea. I think it's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. There's a new problem now. If they occupy Gaza, because if they withdraw again, Hamas will perhaps emerge even more radical, like South Lebanon and Gaza in 2007. Hamas has to be defeated. I think the best way potentially to end this conflict is to say we will offer. Obviously, this is very unsatisfactory, but just basically say probably do what they did in Lebanon to end the conflict there, and basically say we will offer armed militants safe passage out of Palestine. They can go live overseas. You know what? I was going to say, guys, we've had about 35 people watching, and that's pretty good because I didn't even post the YouTube link to my Twitter. Do you think the Palestinians got screwed over in 1948? Dude, they rejected a two-state solution, and then they started a war with the intention of basically exterminating the Jews. It was an attempt at genocide against Israel, and they were defeated in a war. And it's really sad for ordinary civilians who were not part of the war. Obviously, I'm really sorry for them, and I wish that nobody was forced to leave their homes. Yes, I've listened to a show, and when an Indian caller praised Richard's stance on anti-Indian hate, he snapped, "Your compliment means nothing to you. I don't need validation from you. I'm a wasp." Did he actually say that? I don't think I've seen that cooked. Thoughts on the current India-Pakistan tensions, Drew? Listen, I kind of default. I just as the default, I'm very skeptical of the Pakistani state, considering it is an armed Islamist state with nuclear weapons, and it's a failing state, arguably. So I'm automatically just immediately very skeptical of anything they do. And, you know, that horrible terrorist attack, it probably did have links to the ISA, considering their long history of supporting terrorist attacks in India. Israel, Palestine is where good minds stop functioning. Well said. A world in which a power like China can get away with invading neighboring democracies is a world far more dangerous for Australia. Absolutely, because we're a smaller country and we cannot exist in that situation. If only Slazak streamed more often. I should get him on the stream too. I like Slazak. He came on my election stream, but he only really came on for 10 minutes. Dude, what the fuck? Why did AOC, Tlaib, Omar, and Ayanna Pressley just vote alongside MTG against sanctioning Georgia's ruling oligarchic dictatorship? What a disgusting thing. Sometimes the squad are just politically fucking retarded, eh? Honestly, that's a fucking disgrace. I'm going to talk about that soon. When was Marine Faruqi elected? Oh, fuck. So she was a federal senator. Which countries would willingly accept armed militants? There will be a big problem. Dude, Qatar loves them. Turkey loves them. Look at all these countries in the Middle East who love Hamas. Malaysia, they were praising Yahya Sinwar, the prime minister. Taking the Hamas militants. Let the armed militants go, and then the war will end. Yeah, Possum Nation, you actually really should call AOC's office. That's a disgrace that she's literally somehow siding with MTG against the Georgian democracy movement. That's a disgrace. Love this. Total Drew victory. Well said, mate. Well said. China built Laos a train line that will keep Laos forever in debt. How nice of China. That's how they act. That's how they operate, guys. Debt trap diplomacy. Guys, we've got 37 people on YouTube. I thank everybody watching. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button and just smash the comment section. Smash the comment section. We've got to try boost our numbers. We've got to boost our numbers. We've got 37 live viewers. That's great. But let's boost our numbers, guys. If we can get to 50, that would be brilliant. I was there for both the Australian election stream as a viewer and Slazak's 2024 USA election as a caller. I went on to the USA election stream with Slazak. That was pretty fun. You start late and end early way too often, Drew. Yeah, man. Look, I've got to fix that. I do agree, Easy Money. I got to fix that. What do you guys think would be the best? Guys, comment what times you think would be best for my streams. What times do you think? Boost those numbers. Yes, guys, boost the numbers. Smash the subscribe button. Smash the like button. Spam the chat. Spam the chat. Just literally just go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just spam the chat, please. It's going to help. You got to learn the peak viewer times. Yeah, look, well, maybe I really should, I really should just, yeah, thank you, Easy Money, for spamming it. Beautiful. Guys, that's beautiful. Just spam the shit out of it. Spam the shit out of it. Yeah, literally just do letters. Spam the shit out of the chat. 7 to 9 p.m. Okay. Listen, how about I do 7 to 9 p.m. Australian time, and then I also try doing the mornings Australian times, and that way I can try reach the North American audience. Yes, the praise Hamas, but that does not mean that they will take it. The view, yeah, no, of course they're not going to take them. I'm joking. Of course they're not going to take them. After dinner TV time. Well said. I don't know why the squad voted alongside Hitler 1, 2, and 3, and to prove what point exactly. I don't know, man. That like who fucking knows? Who do you think got inside the squad's head and were like, "Hey, you should fucking vote alongside Hitler here to block the Georgians"? What the fuck? Who got that into their fucking brains? Do they even know what's happening in Georgia? Have you talked to Destiny since your chat? Easy money. I actually haven't. I haven't, sadly. I tried to. I don't think he saw my message. Listen, guys, like, I'll be honest. Obviously, he's got like a million messages. I'm not on the same level as Destiny. One day, maybe, alhamdulillah, we will, God willing. What the fuck? I just saw a tweet. I just saw a Telegram post by Joel Davis. Drew needs to learn to vibe. We actually have an oddball chemistry that would make for an interesting stream dynamic if he could keep the same energy he had off camera on camera. It's like he thinks I hate him or anything. I actually find him to be an entertaining character, and he's mostly been a source of joy in my life. What the fuck, man? I honestly wish we had more Drew Pavlus. Australian political media discourse is fucking boring with the exception of him, me, and like 8 or 9 other dudes max. Fuck, much to reflect upon that. Much to fucking reflect upon that. Listen, Joel Davis is literally, he's a guy who supports mass violence. That's a sad thing. He supports mass violence. He hates Jewish people. He hates people based on the color of their skin. I think that's immoral. I just straight up think that's really immoral. It's strange that he's randomly complimented me there. What happened was after the debate, he was going around he was posting shit about, oh, this is who I think Drew's GF is. And there were rape threats. There were death threats, man. It was sick. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So that's where I draw the line. I don't care if people attack me, but when people start going, oh, I think I've got Drew's family member here. Oh, I think I found his girlfriend. Oh, I think I found his friends. Fucking go after him. That's where the line is drawn. That's where the line's fucking drawn. Drew will live stream with Destiny like Fuentes did. Maybe. I went on one live stream with Destiny. Great podcast episode with Ukrainian Anna, Drew. Enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. No, Ukrainian Anna's awesome. And you know what? I should actually get her on the live stream as well. I should get her on the live stream. Ukrainian Anna. Yeah, no, she's a really cool person. It's really cool because with Ukrainian Anna, she speaks English perfectly and she's based in Ukraine and she can tell people what's going on. So it's really good. I should definitely get her on the live stream. If the squad is compromised by Russian money or something similar, I'm going to KMS. Yeah, dude, it's sad. It's so bad. Your showing on Destiny was underwhelming. You need to get bigger beard, muscles, and followers. Roids. That's funny, actually. That's fucking funny. I actually do agree. Listen, the first step was to lose the weight. I lost about 15 kilos in about 18 months. No, sorry, not 18 months. It was 12 months. Over a year, I lost 15 kilos. So that was good. That's first step. Now I've got to go gym, build up the muscle. And I do need to get a big Chad beard. I agree. That's actually true. That's true. Blair did compliment you. Blair who? White Australia policy is not racist. They allowed those who married white to stay and those who have stayed in Australia for generations to stay, but they were treated the same but can't vote. Ibrahim, I don't think people should be discriminated against based on their race, okay? Drew, change things and give us your tier list of best international food. Best international food, I reckon Japanese and Korean is right up there. Greek, I've got to love Greek food. I actually like Indian food a lot. What else? I love Italian right up there. What else? Love Mexican food. Mexican food is goated. I fucking love Mexican. I actually had tacos today for dinner. Beautiful food. They said you were good trolling. That's objective. The reason people were looking for your girlfriend is because you refused to answer if she was white or not. Dude, that's retarded. Come on, that's fucking retarded. What's your opinion on the recent Romanian election? Looks like the far right will win the second round of voting. You think they will or should cancel the election again? Look, can't cancel the election. That's retarded. But look, it looks like the far right's going to win, and it's very bad. It's very bad. This guy is a schizo, and he's like a former football Simeon, I think his name is. He's a former football hooligan. This guy, and he's facing up against a centrist liberal mayor from the city of Bucharest who is a former PhD from the Sorbonne, a PhD in mathematics. So it's literally like 130 IQ versus like caveman 80 IQ. And he didn't say he endorsed violent immigrants. He was making a point that high IQ immigrants are more likely to infiltrate the elite of society and control politics. Dude, what's wrong? Why would you I'm a high IQ immigrant, okay? I'm a high IQ immigrant. And I fully assimilated, and I love Australia. So what's wrong with that? Anna Parskevova. I think that's the same person. You should check out the podcast I did. Hey, it was a really good podcast, actually. G'day, Champion Drews. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for joining, mate. You're always on the stream, and I appreciate your support, mate. Hail Drew. Hail Victory. Hail Peter Khalil. Anna would be based as a guest. Yeah, no, Anna's so cool. Sorry for joining late. Ukrainian Anna is such an incredible woman. You got to chat to Dylan Burns. No, great chat. Great idea. I'm going to put Dylan Burns on the list, and I'll get Ukrainian Anna on the live stream. That would be great to get Ukrainian Anna on the live stream. Congrats on the Axios shout out. That was actually funny as fuck. Did you guys see that today? I literally got a shout out from, I'll show you. I got a shout out from Axios, which is like a legitimately serious news organization. It's really funny. They actually like straight up just endorsed my Substack, which is like really cool. Guys, this was my podcast episode with Ukrainian Anna. You can find it on YouTube under Free World Podcast. That's the podcast that I do with Pekka and Kraut. And Ukrainian Anna, she's a really cool lady. Really cool lady. Guys, did you know this about? Did you guys know this about Rum McGrath? James McGrath, the senator, the Liberal senator, Rum McGrath. Tory advisor masterminded Sri Lankan general presidential bid, a former Tory advisor who was sacked for making a controversial remark about London's Caribbean population, is one of the masterminds behind the presidential election campaign of the former Sri Lankan army chief, General Sarath Fonseca. And let me show you Fonseca's Wikipedia page, because you will see a big section on war crime allegations. So this is what Rum McGrath was doing. This is what Rum McGrath was doing. It's sick, guys. It's really sick. Where is this? Arrest and sentence. Having a white GF is admitting that your genetics is inferior. Lol. What the fuck? Ibrahim, what are you talking about, my bro? Do you think Destiny likes you? Be honest. Listen, I like Destiny. I'm a fan of his. Look, maybe he was tired in the stream that we did. Maybe he was tired. But look, we did an hour stream, and a lot of people in the comments were basically clowning on me, saying Drew, basically saying like Drew, Destiny hated you. Destiny wasn't interested. I like to be an optimistic person. I like to say Destiny maybe was just tired. I mean, he'd been streaming for 7 hours. It was like 10 o'clock p.m. in America when he was streaming. So I like to hope that maybe Destiny still actually likes Drew. I like Destiny. I like his stuff. I find him funny. I like most of his political takes. There's obviously stuff that I don't agree with. I don't agree with, like, for example, when he was clowning on the people who got shot at the Trump rally. Because look, at the end of the day, like, I really don't like Trump, but my own parents are Trump supporters. And there's a lot of people like that, right? Like, you can't change your family members' political views. You still have to love them. So I thought that was wrong when he said that stuff. But look, I overall like Destiny. And, a lot of people clown on me trying to say, oh, Drew, he didn't like you. Let's be optimistic and say that Destiny was tired in the stream. Let's just be optimistic. I'm always a half glass full type bloke. Let's be optimistic. I say that Destiny was tired. I say Destiny was tired in his stream. White nationalists are the biggest victims. A lot of the time they are. We need more immigration because we need more soldiers for the future. That's what Dodo says. I don't know. Look, the problem is sometimes you don't actually get migrant populations joining up to fight. We saw in Britain and Australia for a number of years in the middle of the 2010s, there were more Muslim people in Britain. There were more Islamists in Britain and more Islamists in Australia that fought for ISIS than ever joined up to the Australian army. And that's a really bad thing, right? So we've got to be honest. There are big problems with integration. We've got to be honest. Most Aussies No, that's stupid. A lot of Australia, dude. Australia is a first world developed country. It has many, many smart, talented people. Stop that bullshit. Hey, Drew, great to watch again. Thank you for joining, Max. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Do you think the India-Pakistan conflict will escalate any further, or will both sides find some way to simply claim victory now that Pakistan claims to have? Look, I honestly hope, for the sake of humanity, that the conflict just stops and just both sides can sort of walk away and say, we both hit each other, just end it. We don't want to have a full World War III. They're both nuclear armed states. I don't want to have a nuclear conflict. It's very hard because the Pakistani intelligence keeps on infiltrating India with terrorist attacks. Somebody has to hold them to account. Football hooligans in the diaspora community being the bastion of the far right. That's very true. Arrested centrist is what Tim Pool Griff used to be. Tim Pool is not a centrist. He's a fucking far right guy. And I'm not like Tim Pool at all because I'm anti-Trump. I insist that you respond to that idiot Hinkle. Paul, where do I find your comments? Sorry, man. I keep on getting distracted. Destiny was like that at the start, to be honest. I don't think he doesn't like you. Guys, we hold out a hope that maybe Destiny actually likes Drew. I think he was tired, guys. Destiny likes combative dialogue. Also, it was late. I think he was dropping off from the night then. Fair enough. Guys, Destiny still supports Drew. If he agrees, he doesn't talk much. Well said. Look, I think this is actually true, that the basis of Western civilization was the Greeks. It was the Cypriots. It was the Eastern Mediterranean, the Italians, literally ancient Greek and Rome. Like, they did invent Western civilization. I was there, Drew. The chat loved you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Look, I do have to say there was a lot of really nice support from the Destiny chat. And I actually have still had some more people come into my YouTube saying, hey, I found you from the Destiny stream. And that's really cool. It's really cool that I've been getting some new subscribers and stuff from that. Drew, we can't clip the stream, bro. Enable it. How do I do that? I'd love to be able to do that. How do I do that? Do you know how I enable it so you can clip the stream? Because that's a good idea. I will do that. Fake polo shirt says Destiny was coming down from his Adderall high. That's funny. I know this sounds insane, but I just think Destiny has a very use and throw attitude towards people, especially with recent allegations. Look, I don't know. He's obviously quite defensive. A lot of people attack him all the time. He's probably suspicious of just some random guy who's just been like, Destiny, put me on the show. Like, I've got ADHD. I'm pretty hyperactive. Like, I probably asked Destiny lots of time, like, Destiny, put me on my show. I had all those shit posting tweets where I was basically saying like, me and Destiny are the new Malcolm X and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe Destiny was a little bit on his guard or whatever. Is it just me or the stream stops abruptly for a couple of straight? Dude, I don't think that the stream is cutting out on my end. What's wrong with Destiny? I don't think there's anything majorly wrong. This is pretty funny. There are more Armenian Australians in the armed forces of Armenia than in the Australian Defence Forces. Fifth column disloyal. He's obviously taking the piss. I think both sides will claim victory, India, Pakistan, and fuck off till the next entry in the Kashmir drama. I think, honestly, just for the benefit of humanity, I think it would be better if both claims if both sides just claim victory, it's probably better for humanity. In the live comment section on X, Paul, can you comment it on the YouTube comments and I'll bring it up. Russia alone has a bigger Muslim population than the whole EU. Yeah, funny fact, and all the far right guys who stand Russia, they don't even know that. They're fucking idiots. It's so funny. You should start clipping short clips for TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well. Nah, great idea. Is there any program you guys can recommend with that? I've used Opus AI a bit. Opus AI sometimes will create short clips for you. Do you think I should use that? The Golden Horde converted to Islam in the late 13th century and took jizya from the Russian princes until the late 15th century. Watch this vid. Leftists are motivated by self-interest and envy, not compassion, the evidence. You got subs from Epstiny. I did get some subs. Epstiny noticed me, senpai. But I will say, Asif Munir, the top military guy for Pakistan, is a very, very orthodox Islamist, which is worrying, and the Pakistani army's internal approval is at an all-time low. Asif Munir, I'll look that up. Asif Munir. It's good that we've got this bloke in the chat, Haya, because he's actually helping us understand more about this conflict. I'll bring up Asim Munir. In short, Pakistan is the modern-day Prussia, military with the state. Well said. But I don't think it's as functional as Prussia. I think it's kind of half it's like half a failed state. Get Spanian on the stream, dude. I would love to get Spanian on the stream. That would be funny as fuck. But I think again, this is a case of somebody who's like probably too big to come on my stream right now. Maybe when I can get it up to like a couple hundred viewers, maybe then I can ask him. I'd love to have Spanian on the stream. I think he's a funny bloke. I think DGG thought you were a lolcow when you were talking to the stream instead of Destiny when you joined the Discord call. Yeah, I fucked up, dude. Listen, I've been streaming for like 2 weeks. Like, I fucked up. I didn't realize that, like, I was talking to the stream. I didn't do that on purpose. Like, I just fucked up because I've never joined a stream through Discord before. So I didn't know how to do it, and it was a bit retarded of me. Did you see the RT News video singing about the destruction of Germans? Yeah, that was really schizo. That was mental. And then Destiny shared... You can also start double streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and there's a feature on Twitch to make quick 1-minute clips and upload them on TikTok Reels and Shorts. Okay, cool. Look, I actually have, believe it or not, I actually have a Twitch stream up right now. I've got a Twitch stream up right now. It's got 1 view. Like, I've got no followers on Twitch. I don't know. Maybe I'll quickly post the Twitch stream. But, I mean, is it worth it? I mean, look, my main thing is I really want to build up my YouTube. I mean, I can do multi-streaming. I just haven't put really any effort into the building up on Twitch thing. And I've got like 23 followers there. And so like, I've been streaming recently because there's like one guy who asked me like, please put on Twitch because I prefer Twitch over your Twitter. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But I don't think anyone else watches it. I don't know. Like, I'll post the link. I'll post a link and see if any new people join up to the Twitch stream. So I'm technically live on Twitch right now, and I'll put that up right now. Live streaming on Twitch. The one I really do want to build up is YouTube. That's the one, like the stats I'm really looking at. But look, I guess it'd be good to at the same time build up on Twitch as well. Side tangent, but do you think Russia should be dissolved into multiple different nations to stop Muscovite rule over the different cultures, particularly in the East? Look, I know it's basically it's basically a pipe dream. But I think Russia is an empire. It's Russia and China, both empires. They both rule over occupied peoples. Like, you know, for example, in the Chinese case, it's Tibet and the Uyghurs. And I think these people should have the right to self-determination. Drew, are you a Carneyite? Absolutely, mate. I stand Carney. Nidal, Drew, buy a Tank Commander hat for your rants next time. Also, don't be bitch. Don't be bitch. Don't be black pill. Have more hope. I don't black pill, bro. I've got full hope. We've got one extra person on Twitch. Beautiful. So right now I've got I think 40 people watching live on Twitter. I've got 35 people watching live on YouTube and 2 people on Twitch. So Twitch is where I really need to build up a bit more of a viewership. India bombed Pakistan in retaliation for the terrorist attacks. Pakistan moving F-16s and F-17s to their western airfields. Gee. Do you have anything of value to say or contribute? Of course I do. Look at my Twitter. I've got lots of things to contribute. We need you on Twitch, but it's anti-Semitic, so you'll probably get banned. Listen, dude, I'm going to try on Twitch. But like, how do I actually grow on Twitch? Because I've got like literally 20 subscribers there. So, and it's really hard, right? Because my main following is on Twitter and Elon killed the links. Like, it's so hard to put people from your Twitter to go to another link, right? I'm even struggling to get people to go on my YouTube. So yeah, I've got like literally like 1 live viewer, I think, on Twitch right now. And like 24 subscribers. If you guys have any tips on like how to actually grow specifically on Twitch, I'd appreciate that. Because look, I'm going okay on YouTube right now, like 35 live viewers per stream. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I read somewhere that like if you've got like above 5 live viewers, you're like, if you've got above 5 live viewers on your stream, you're already basically in the top 5% of streamers. And we're on 35, right? So we're getting there. We're getting there, and it's brick by brick building. But I do want to grow on Twitch. I mean, I've got like literally 2 people there. If anyone is watching on YouTube right now, and you've got a Twitch program, if you've got Twitch as well, go subscribe to me there. I posted it right. I posted it on my Twitter. I got 1 comment on my Twitch. Thank you, bro. Hang on. I'll just quickly show you guys. So guys, this is where I posted it, right? I've got 35 people watching on YouTube. I've got about 30 people watching live on Twitter. If you guys have a Twitch as well, go subscribe. Help me build that up. My main platform that I'm going to be trying to build is YouTube. But if you can help me build on Twitch as well, I appreciate it. There's no discoverability on Twitch, unfortunately. Then what the fuck do you do then? That's just so dumb. If there's no discoverability on Twitch, what the fuck do you even do? I mean, I literally don't know. And this is the problem, right? Like, it's so hard with the way that Elon has throttled links on Twitter. And so I feel like it's a struggle to get people from my Twitter onto another platform. And my thinking is kind of like, if I can only get people onto one platform, I want to get them onto YouTube rather than Twitch. And if there's no discoverability on Twitch, I mean, look, I'll just live stream, cross stream onto Twitch, right? But I'm not really putting too much hope into it. Peak viewers and consistency are usually key. True. Listen, I've been consistent. I've basically been doing this every day for 24 days now. Worst part about Twitch is that you can't sort by viewers low to high. You can only sort from viewers high to low, and you have to scroll forever to find the smaller streamers. That's pretty fucking hard. Oh, look, that's good. I've got 6 people on Twitch all of a sudden. I mean, that's great. I mean, let me put it on my Discord as well. I randomly got people just joining my Twitch. Finally, it's building up. Okay, hang on. I'll post the link as well on my Discord. Put that in my Discord. So, I usually go on YouTube since it's easy, but I caught the link. Thank you, bro. No, I appreciate it. This is the hard thing, right? Like, I'm kind of torn. I'm like, do I try and just focus on building YouTube, or do I try and at the same time build up Twitch? I mean, it'd be cool because I know, like, obviously Twitch is like dominated by like these evil people right now. I'd like to try fight back, but man, I've only got 27 followers there. It's going to be pretty hard. Proceeds to write the second comment. But go to guys, the 6 people watching on Twitch, please just like spam the shit out of it right now. Like, just literally comment like ABC, just write the whole alphabet, please. Just smash it. Like, hopefully that'll help it, right? Don't use the Twitch clip editor and upload the clip from Twitch directly to YouTube Shorts. YouTube throttles engagement when people use. Really? Is that actually true? YouTube throttles engagement when people use Twitch clip editor. Dude, it's so hard. All these different platforms throttle you when you try and go across platform. Twitch for money, YouTube for discovery. Do you actually get more money on Twitch? Is that actually true? You get more money on Twitch? I mean, I want to make it professionally, right? I want to be able to make money from this stuff. Does Twitch actually pay more money than YouTube? That's funny. Irvin says hi. Hello, Irvin. Guys, the 6 people on Twitch, salute to you. Fucking smash the engagement, guys. Just comment a billion things, please. So gay, Elon kills link engagement on Twitter. Dude, it fucking sucks that he kills the link engagement on Twitter. TikTok too, but I'd never use that horrid thing. Oh, yeah, look, I don't know. What do you guys recommend? Should I just focus on YouTube growth, or should I just multi-stream? I stream on Twitter, and to be honest, Twitter's not really good for live streaming, but I really just do it for discoverability because at the same time, I mean, that's where most of my audience is. Twitch is a genuinely shit platform. Literally no way of archiving things. Most streamers streams, even the most popular. Yeah, dude, I like YouTube a lot better. If you want more viewers, you should post a few hours before you go live, saying the time you're going live. Yeah, fair enough. I should actually do that. Most Twitch streamers built their platform on YouTube and funneled them into Twitch. Right. I mean, fair enough. Just out of interest, someone said Twitch pays more than YouTube. How much more does Twitch actually pay? Just stream on Twitch as a backup and focus on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hit the like button for Drew's career. Only 6 likes. Please, guys, go to my Twitch. Smash the fucking like button. Just smash the engagement on the Twitch, guys, please. Comment the full alphabet. Just go retarded on my Twitch stream. We've got 28 followers there on TikTok, on Twitch now. It's growing slowly. It's growing very, very slowly, but I'll focus mainly on the YouTube for now. Unrelated question. Did you manage to talk to Kevin Rudd that one time back in 2019? Dude, I've met Kevin Rudd in person multiple times, and I actually got to talk to him in 2023. He came to UQ, and I thanked him personally because he supported me when UQ was trying to expel me. So I was like, thank you so much, Kevin. And then it was funny because he was like to me, oh, I didn't do it for you. I just did it because of the free speech principle. I was like, fair enough. Fair enough, you know. Bob Catter said the same thing to me, which is funny. I hear YouTubers are moving to Rumble to avoid demonetization and viewer suppression by the algorithm. Nah, man, I don't think so. I don't think so, Max. Rumble is really small. I was looking, and Rumble is really, really small. The only reason to use Twitch over YouTube for live streaming is for emote culture. Besides that, there's not much reason. Fair enough. Wish Twitter wasn't owned by Elon. I like the fact that you can have more political discourse without fear of being banned, but the cons are so bad. The one good thing I think the one good thing Elon has done is the Twitter ad revenue. Like, that without Twitter ad revenue, like I wouldn't have been able to even give this a shot for 6 months trying to make it full-time content creation, right? That did help me a lot, but unfortunately, he's been too schizo in allowing just too many insane people on. Yeah, guys, salute to Grand Salamander. See what he's doing, how he's just spamming the shit out of the Twitch comment section. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. That's what we got to do. Thank you. Salute to the people who really support. And by the way, we've got 40 people watching live on YouTube right now. That's great. That's actually pretty good. Thank you, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, remember, like and subscribe, comment, just spam the comment sections, guys. Help me reach more people. I appreciate it, guys. We're slowly building brick by brick. Forget about growing on Twitch. It's mostly tankies. Keep growing there, but don't put energy into growing on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to put too much energy. I'll put my energy into YouTube. Where can I find a link to our Discord? I'll post a link to the Discord at the top of my Twitter right now. Hang on. Through Discord link. Okay. So, guys, if you go to the top of my Twitter right now, you'll see the Discord link and you'll see my Twitch link. Yes, massive salute to Irvine and Grandis Salamander just spamming the shit out of the Twitch comment section. That's so funny. Do you reckon Twitch knows that it's spam, or does it actually boost the numbers? I hope it boosts the numbers, right? If you want to make as much money from politics as possible, doesn't that sound morally bereft? Dude, let me explain, right? I'm not doing this to make as much money as possible. I just want to be able to get to the point where I can actually do this and survive, right? Because right now I can't fully pay my rent. Right now I'm making... So right now, like I'll give you an example, right? I think right now I'm making on average maybe like $600 a week from my social media, online content creation stuff, and my rent's like $850. So I'm almost there, but I'm not yet breaking even. And I just want to be able to do this. Like, dude, I'm not out here trying to make, buy a fucking Porsche like Hassan Piker from politics. That's not why I'm doing this. I just want to be able to make enough money that I can do this full time. The reason I want to do this full time is because I actually believe in the causes that I'm advocating for, and I want to be able to do it full time because I hope I can make a difference. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm not just trying to fucking buy a Porsche like Hassan Piker. Like, this is the funny thing, right? Like, I've said this to people, right? If I were to magically win the lottery tomorrow and get like $100 million, I'd do exactly the same thing that I'm doing right now. I just wouldn't have the financial pressure. Like, if I won like $100 million in the lottery tomorrow, dude, I'd still be streaming every single day. I'd still be grinding on YouTube and stuff like that. It's just, I wouldn't be stressed about paying rent. Like, I'm doing this not necessarily for monetary compensation. I just want to get to the point where I can actually survive off it. If you understand it, that's pretty fucking fair, right? The most pay you'll get is on Kick, not on Twitch. Their subs pay really good. Really, what's Kick like? I know Kick's Australian, which is funny. It's all the subs trains on Twitch and the community that forms around subs for Twitch. Joel Davis posted about the stream again. Oh, shit. I'll read it later. Way more functions for community on Twitch, but you need people to come, so shrugs. Yeah, dude. I've only got 5 people. I mean, we've got 5 people on my Twitch stream right now. I mean, that's the best I've ever had on Twitch. It's going slowly. I appreciate the guys who went over there. It's cool. How many subscribers? I've got 28 people. I mean, yeah. Listen, YouTube's the main one. YouTube is the main one. Rumble is ghetto. I agree with that. YouTube is more ideologically neutral and won't hunt you down like you are Adolf Eichmann for criticizing Hassan or his orbiters. True. Hassan is like Twitch is fully pro Hassan for something. Drew, read the comments on this post. Drew, thanks DGG. Okay, let me see. That's interesting. I'll try. Hang on. I'll try find your comment and then I'll find it. The Destiny Reddit is cool. These guys always support me, so I appreciate it. Shit. Drew, hang on. I'm trying to find it. Drew, thanks DGG. Oh, actually, this is funny. Let me put this. I'm going to quickly put this up as this is pretty funny. Let's read through. Okay, so no, Drew, there's no like button on Twitch. YouTube has the like button. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know this shit. Guys, read this, right? Drew, thanks DGG. Okay. Sounded like a cool dude, possibly mildly autistic though. He's got to fit in well. That's funny as fuck. I'm not actually autistic. It is funny. My mum literally did get me tested when I was a kid. My mum got me tested for autism when I was a kid. I didn't have it apparently. Apparently, I didn't have it. But who knows? Maybe it's one of those situations where I did have it, but my mum didn't choose to tell me just so I'd live a normal life. Who knows? Would you guys be surprised? I don't think I've got it, guys. I don't think I've got it. But I think I am neurodivergent. And you know what? It actually would be fine. It'd be good if I was neurodivergent because then I could say retard like I usually do without people getting up my fucking ass. Because some people get so pissed when you say the word retard. I'm reclaiming the word, okay? I'm reclaiming the word. TikTok clips is the way to go. That's how a lot of new streamers gain an audience like Jinxie, Casio, and Sketch. TikTok favors new creators. Just don't upload anti-CCP clips. Okay. I actually have, you know what's funny? I've got 47,000 followers on TikTok, but that was from years ago. And then they basically started throttling me because I started talking about China. And I kind of just gave up on TikTok for like 2 years, but maybe I should go back to it. Spam. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Again, salute to Eli. Thank you for spamming the chat. That's exactly what we need. Road to 100 average views. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. And when we get 100 average views, then I'll go to Spaniard and I'll say, brother, come onto the stream. Dude, Rumble is the way to go. You could easily get on the front page right now. You should really think about it, bro. I don't know about that. Rumble has like, dude, I was looking and Rumble has no one looking. Like, Rumble has no one watching. Ask Labeler for a line of credit. So true. So true. Make reaction vids and then commentary. Yeah, true. I should do that. TikTok is good, but needs short, punchy content. Not sure about streaming. Be like Asmongold and react to everything. I don't know anything about Asmongold. What's his deal? Drew, read that. I am reading. Yeah. Start reacting to political views, Drew. I was the 30th like on the YouTube stream. Thank you, Haya. Salute to you, my friend. Thank you, brother. Yesterday, Hassan said on his stream he supports Kurd, but I wonder if he supports Kurdistan. No, he wouldn't. Of course not. Show on stream. Read from the Discord. It's better. Reaction content is the way to go. Watch American news clips like Fox, CNN, etc., and give your reaction. Okay, true. My kid has ASD. All the great, honestly, you know what's funny? All my friends have autism. I like all my friends are neurodivergent, and it's just because like I'm obsessed with politics, so I like talking to people who are like equally obsessed. Drew, do you think you should find the clip saying he supports Kurds and ask him if he supports Kurdistan, which would be part? Good question. Good question. Does anyone have the clip of Hassan saying that he supports Kurds? That'd be interesting. Do you think you could do TikTok live streams like Dean Withers to debate authoritarian? You have plenty of followers on TikTok as far as I can see. So the problem is that I had heaps of followers on TikTok, and then unfortunately, they basically started throttling me. But maybe I should try again. Spanian is craziest, quickest ban in history, bro. Has the worst political takes in history. Yeah, he does have pretty shit political takes, I have to say. Asman reckons he's a centrist, but shields to MAGA. His Reddit is full of fashion. Is Asman actually MAGA? Me and you have similar personalities. My mum got me tested for autism. Turns out it just said I have ADHD. Yeah, true. Like, well, I ended up this is a funny thing. I never got diagnosed for ADHD when I was a kid, and I got diagnosed when I was like 20. And then when I finally took a Ritalin tablet, I was like, oh, this just helps me concentrate better. It's so funny because I remember like you'd hear people at university who'd be like, oh, bro, I'm going out partying today. Pop some Ritalin pills. And like people literally take it as a party drug. And then like I take a Ritalin tablet and it's like, oh, I can just concentrate 30% better. I think that's like what proved to me like I actually have ADHD. Drew, get Ozpil on. You know what? I actually would have Ozpil on. And you know what's funny? I knew Ozpil before he was Ozpil. We protested the Chinese basketball team together in 2022, way before Ozpil was who he is today. He was a supporter of my party in 2022. And we always got along as friends. He's taken as look, recently he's been supporting the NSN. I disagree with that very, very strongly. But I would like to debate Ozpil, and I'd like to discuss. Max says, Destiny seemed disinterested and rude when you went on his stream. Mate, don't worry. I think he was just tired. There's so many people debating. Asmongold is like an unwashed, mentally retarded cave goblin with chud coded politics who does bottom of the barrel reaction content on whatever is trending. Hey, I like your takes. You're funny. That's funny. Asmongold is that's funny as fuck. He's so MAGA. Why was Destiny so rude and aloof to you on stream? Dude, like, I think maybe Destiny is just autistic. And look, I'm like half autistic as well. I think we're all autistic. I think like literally, to be honest, if you're watching the stream right now, probably 90% of people here are autistic, right? So look, it could just be that. I don't know. I've got nothing against Destiny. I like Destiny. Asman has a clip of him saying, joking, he wanted to dress up as Ash Ketchum, go to the border and said, Dude, all I know is about Asman is he lives like filth. Like he lives in like a fucking cave. And I don't understand it, right? Because he'd be making bank. He'd be making like millions of dollars. So why the fuck does he live in filth? Why the fuck does he live in a fucking cave goblin fucking shit? I don't know. It's disgusting, right? He lives in like this dank hovel with like fucking mold growing everywhere. Like Resident Evil black mold. Hang on. Resident Evil black mold. This is what I don't get, right? This is what I don't get. Like, okay, think about it, right? Like, Asmon Gold, or whatever his name is, he's making fucking bank. He's like one of the biggest streamers, probably making millions of dollars. And he lives in this. Like, in the background of his streams, it's like the fucking mold from Resident Evil. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, right? Why does he live like this? This man has millions of dollars. He could probably buy a nice house at this point. Why does he live with the fucking mold in black Resident Evil? What the fuck, man? Like you go over to Asmon Gold's house and it's just mold. Resident Evil mold. Like, it's like Biohazard. Fucking Biohazard condemned. It's like, bro, why are you living like that? You're making millions of dollars. I don't understand. You go on Asmon Gold's stream and it's just like the mold just overtakes you. Bro, you're making millions of dollars. Just fucking hire a maid. Dude, literally, that's what I don't get. Fuck. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Asmon Gold is making millions of dollars. Why don't you just hire a fucking maid, dude? Why don't you just hire somebody to come to your house and fucking clean the background? What the fuck? Dude, it's like $50 an hour or something like that. Go just hire someone to come in once a week, clean that shit. What the fuck? Why is it mold? Why is it Resident Evil fucking mold? What the fuck? The Destiny Drew collab is on my YouTube. Get Michael Tracy on. Actually, I literally would. It would actually be an interesting discussion. We'd have a big discussion and debate. So you're saying your generation is all autistic. What would be the reason for that? Who knows, mate? Asmon Gold is a little champion of note. Prince of Filth. Same when I take ADHD meds, I just chill out. I don't get hyped. Like, yeah, that's the weird thing. When I take Ritalin, I don't get hyped out like normal people. I just get chilled. A dead animal was found in his attic. Why is he living like this? Why the fuck is he? Bro, hire a fucking maid. You're making like $1 million a year. What the fuck? Dude, okay, what the fuck is Asmon Gold spending his money on? I actually don't know. What the fuck is he spending his money on, right? He literally drinks only Sprite and carbonated drinks because water makes him taste his rotting mouth. Not kidding. What the fuck? It's like Mao drinking green tea to clean his teeth. Is this about Asmon? It's so funny to compare his living sentence to Hassan. I don't get it, right? Like, okay, guys, realistically, he's making like $1 million plus, right? He's making like literally $1 million plus. He's making a lot of money because he's like literally one of the biggest streamers. So why the fuck is his house mold from Resident Evil? I just don't get it, right? Like, why? Dude, just fucking hire a maid. Dude, get a service department. Just get a hotel room and live in the hotel room and they'll clean it every day for you. Like, literally the most viewed streamer on earth and he lives in fucking mold. Why? Dude, why? What's the money going on? Do you reckon it's just going on escorts or something? What the fuck do people spend their money on? I don't fucking get it, right? I don't fucking get it. He needs to move house. I will get Hanani on. I'll actually get Hanani on. That'd be fun. Yeah, no, seriously though, what the fuck does Asmon Gold spend his money on? Why the fuck does he live like that? Let me find his. There's memes about his background. Let me find it. Asmon Gold background. Asmon Gold background disgusting. Is he actually the biggest streamer? Why do people watch that shit? That's disgusting, dude. I'd kill myself. I'd straight up kill myself. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine living like that? Yeah, rotten dead animal just fell through his roof the other day. He stays in that house since he has a sentimental attachment to it, especially with his late mother. Is that why? Now I kind of feel bad. But dude, just clean that shit. Just get a fucking maid. What the fuck's his problem, dude? What's he spending his money on? Why can't he just clean it? That actually makes me fucking mad. Look at that shit. That's disgusting. Dude, okay, straight up. This is why I feel like I can... Bro donated all his money to Palestinian Red Crescent, no cap. Did he actually do that? Asmon is MAGA, but he's also pro-Ukraine and pro-Israel, is he? Dude, okay, this is what I'm asking, right? This is what I'm... Okay, let me just say this, right? Okay, I know at the moment we're starting small. We've only got like 30 live viewers and all that. But if you look at it, this is the guy who is the top streamer on earth, apparently. And he lives like this. And I don't know, why do people watch him? Like, what does he add? What does he fucking like offer? I feel like I can fucking add something here. If you watch my streams, I'm talking the whole time. I'm not fucking playing some autistic game. I'm fucking engaged. I'm fucking fighting. I've got a beautiful fucking library backdrop. What a fucking beautiful library backdrop. Like, why are people watching this guy instead of Drew's streams? I honestly think like we've got a lot of I think there's a lot of room for growth, guys. I think there's a lot of room for growth because if people are watching these guys and they're the streamers and like, dude, they're living like that. I honestly think I can make it in this game. Cause like what the fuck? Why are they? I don't know. Like, does anyone here watch Asmongold? I've never watched any of his streams. Like why are people watching him? Is he funny? Is he smart? Like what does he sort of add? Like, bro, he's like living in fucking landfill. I already told you his brand is white trash. He gets all the trailer park viewers. But why do people watch that shit? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. He's only so big because he rode the MAGA wave at the perfect time. Dude, can you imagine Trump trying to like sit in that room to do a podcast with fucking Asmongold? It just would not fucking happen. It just would not fucking happen, would it? Dude, clean that shit. That's fucked. He's living in landfill. Will you ever do call-ins? You have a stream room voice channel on your Discord, but you're never there. Okay, I will actually try to do that. I'll be honest, guys. I'll be honest. I actually don't know how to do call-ins. I actually don't know at this point. I'll try get one of my mods or something like that to explain it to me. Asman does a lot of commentary on political videos, such as Trump Oval Office updates or news reports in Pakistan. He's very opinion and political, rather like you actually. But like Nicholas, what's his takes like? Is he a smart guy? Does he add much, or is he just literally sitting there? Because like I don't understand it, right? He adds literally nothing. His whole thing is just going, yeah, so true. That's actually true. Every 1 in 5 minutes, dude. Then why are people watching him? This is why I feel there's a lot of potential with the Drew Pavlik stream. I honestly think that, guys. I honestly think that. You probably just have a mod, just drag people into the Discord room. If you can get tired of them, throw them out of the room. I cannot hold it in anymore. I will say it. No wonder his co-workers didn't even approach him regularly. He probably stinks for real. Asmongold is basically the epitome of the median voter. Again, I don't know why fucking people, anyone would watch this shit. Why would you watch? Why would you watch this dude? Look at this. It's horrible, man. It's a landfill. You should try and replace all your books on your shelf in the back of a McDonald's cart and other rubbish and see if you go far. So dude, I'm streaming with this beautiful bookshelf. Like, I spent thousands of dollars on these books. I built it up over years and years, right? Maybe I just need to fucking throw them in the trash and just make it a landfill. Just literally like just used rubbish for fucking weeks, rotten food, just carcasses. Just have like fucking like a rotting fucking possum up there. Have like a fucking rotting fucking like raccoon up there. I think that's what would make me viral, right? Like if that's what people are watching with Asmongold, maybe we just need to have like rotting carcasses of fucking dead animals up here, and get rid of all the beautiful books, get rid of the shelving, and just have a stack of like fucking dead birds that are like fucking like half decomposing with a fucking skull, like just the bones out. Is that what people in America want on their fucking live streams? I don't know, man. Look at Asmongold's place. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. We'll rip out the shelving. We'll rip out the shelving and the books, and we'll just pile up just a fucking pile of like just dead birds and stuff like. I'll just go out on the fucking highway and I'll just pick up roadkill and we'll just have a stack behind me while I'm live streaming. And I'll wear like a biological like fucking hazmat suit so I don't die from the stench. And apparently that's what you need for fucking views in America. I don't know what's wrong with Americans, dude. Asmongold is literally going out there on the highway, collecting fucking roadkill in a fucking bag, putting it in the bag, and just piles it in his room for some reason. Who even fucking knows why? Who even fucking knows why? I literally don't even understand people in America. You have talent, Drew. Keep going. Thank you, Con. I will, my brother. His takes are similar to Tectone, and Tectone did a political compass test yesterday and got left-wing libertarian. No, he does add a lot on his takes and views and argues with the audience comments. He's decently smart. I will say that. No. Why would you? He's not smart. He's like any other MAGA retard who affords Trump's infinite charity, but ascribes ulterior motives to the opposition. Facts. Drew, Destiny was about to end stream when you came on. He streamed an hour longer before you came on. Yeah, because you came on. Yeah, true. Guys, remember that. Destiny actually likes Drew. He was just tired. Facts. That's not cope. That's full facts. Fucking trust the plan. Q. Q, trust the plan. Destiny was tired when I went on his stream. Fucking trust the plan. We're still on board. The world, we're still building. Trust the fucking plan. Q. The thing with Asman is that he is a conduit for his viewers to watch what is trending without feeling lonely and without constant interruption from the streamer. So should I just sit here without any comments at all? Just roadkill stacked in a pile like a fucking horrible pyramid behind me, and just not say anything. Just go yup. Just scroll and just go yup. And that's how I get views. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, that's what Americans want. Some people unironically listen to taste. There's a lot of retarded people out there, guys. So Destiny played video games that was aloof to you, and yet you still cling to him. Come on, man, bitch. Shut up, Gary, this guy. Be like C-SPAN call-in line. Yeah, no, honestly, that'd be funny. You know what I want to do? I actually want to make this kind of like a radio show. You know what? Let's do that. I'll have like a Drew radio hour, and I can literally just have people like join in, and I'll just literally have comments from the viewers. And honestly, Max, you can even come on. I'll literally have anyone on. I said this before, but you and Carl Kalinske would definitely have an interesting discussion. Carl's more like an old school Bernie style populist and a tanky social, and his takes are great. Look, I would like to do that, but I suspect Carl Kalinske would probably hate me over my Israel-Palestine takes. But look, I would still talk to him. I'd talk to him. I think that the problem is probably that he wouldn't talk to me. If Destiny likes you, then why did he describe the conversation as a punishment, Drew? Dude, he was just tired because he was streaming at 9 p.m. at night. Trust the fucking plan. Q, Destiny still likes Drew. Trust the plan. When we go all, when we go one, we go all. WWG, WWA. WWG1, WGA. WWG1, WGA. When we go one, we go all. Trust the plan, Q. Destiny still likes Drew. That's actually my Q conspiracy, that Destiny was tired when I had him on this, when I went on the stream. Anyone right wing of Hassan is far right on Twitch. Yeah, true. I only fuck with him at the moment because he hates Hassan. That's true. It's so funny that Captain Dreamer turned out to be a homo with a gay PMC list. Captain Dreamer sounds like a fucking gay Spanish guy. You go on Captain Dreamer's Twitter and he's like, "Por favor, Barcelona." Like you ask Captain Dreamer, like, imagine just going up to Captain Dreamer in real life and you're like, "Hey man, how you going?" He just goes, "Por favor, Barcelona." Oh my God, man. He literally has a gay Spanish accent. He has a gay Spanish lisp. You go, "Hey, Captain Dreamer, how are you?" And he goes, "Viva Barcelona." Yeah, haters will call in and scream N-word at F. Well, I'll just cut them out if they do that. Destiny disliking you is actually better for your credibility. No, Destiny likes me. Trust the plan. Trust the plan, Patriots. Kyle Clancy did a good spot on the Australian election. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get on there. The guy from the Klaxon went on with Crystal to discuss the election. Interesting. Manliest white supremacist is Captain Dreamer with his gay Spanish list. We love the gay Spanish list, don't we, my friends? Por favor, Barcelona. That's Captain Dreamer. Kate's entire audience consists of third worlders who are impressed by shiny watches. Yeah, she facts. I'm starring that comment. That's a fucking beautiful comment. I love that comment. Facts. That's literally why, the Tater disaster. The key to being a successful streamer is sitting like a corpse of Golden Freddy while Brain Rot Entertainment plays uninterrupted on stream. Okay. Recommend me some Brain Rot entertainment. I'll just literally sit there like a corpse and we'll become a successful streamer. Spaniard next Drew Pablo would be lit. Dude, I will have Spaniard on my show one day. I think we just have to get to, he wouldn't come on at this point because I'm too small. When we get to 1,000 live viewers, we'll have Spaniard on. Will you have on Ethan Ralph as a guest? I don't know who that is. Bro, it's literally one of Destiny's infamous jokes. The N-word is neoconservative. Did you ever go through a chud phase, Drew? No, I actually don't think I ever did. I think my most chud phase was when I was 14. I did have a lizard people phase when I was fucking 13. Because I was a young kid. I was impressionable, and my uncle was like, "Bro, you've got to go watch David Icke." And he tried to introduce me to Alex Jones, and I was 13, and I got one-shotted for 2 weeks. And I got over that. And that's why I find it funny that there are still adults who still fall for that. Because bro, I went through that phase when I was 12. Your chud phase was when you were glazing Elon. Okay, yeah, mate. Look, maybe there was a 1 week chud phase. I've talked extensively about how much I regret the 1 week Elon glaze thing. I think I just was coping so hard about the grooming gang stuff in Britain. I still think it's a disgusting scandal. And I still think my overall take on the grooming gangs in Britain was the correct one. But obviously, Elon was not a good actor. He's not a actually trustworthy guy when he comments on this stuff. Ethan Rutherford is the guy who used to host Destiny and Fuentes, real great people. I don't know who Ethan Rutherford is. Friendly Geordies went on Mark Brewer's podcast, solid no bullshit spot. You should go on there. Sure, I would. Dude, I would literally, as I said, I'll basically go on anything. And guys, you know what's interesting? I'm actually going on the Bulwark podcast in 2 days, I think. I'm going to go on the Bulwark podcast soon. So that'll be fun. They're huge. They're pretty huge. And that's probably one of my biggest ever. That'll probably be like one of my biggest ever streams. Yeah, you need Subway service on the borders of your stream. I'm not doing that. Just for the sake of like fucking brain, I'm not doing that. If I did that, I will end up literally illiterate and comatose. I love Kyle Kulinski. He's the guy who introduced me to leftism, AOC, Bernie Sanders, and brought me out of my chud face in 2020. That's good, man. That's good. But still, you should move away from the squad. Because did you see what they did today where they were voting against the Georgian democracy movement? That was horrible. He ain't a Pisco loader box orbiter, but he sure as shit beats vegan gains and Darius. Dude, I do not accept being favorably. I do not accept being unfavorably compared to Pisco and Lonabox. I can hold my own against them any day. Look, I know there's general positive vibes on him, but as a local from where Drew's from, I can't stand hearing about him. He never goes away. I'm sorry. If you're Australian, you have to deal with me for the next 60 years. I'm sorry. I will always be there. I will always be there. Even if I never get elected to parliament, I will always be fucking haunting Australian politics and Australia. I will. I'll keep on being here until I fucking die. I've just got too big of a mouth and I won't go anywhere. Constant annoying. Go on Tim Dillon. Dude, I'd love to go on Tim Dillon's show. Even though he's anti-Ukraine, I think he's overall a really funny guy. I actually really like Tim Dillon's show, but he wouldn't have me on. He's way too big. I'd rather see 1,000 Drews than one large MAGA account. Salute. So true. So factually true. Dude, I had a joke about being raped by Ice Age and people got so mad. Dude, people are so bitter. I honestly think Reddit attracts the most bitter cunts on earth. If you look at, this is a funny fact, if you just type my name on Reddit, like 90% of the comments are just like, shoot this cunt, fucking bash him. We fucking hate him. It's probably because Reddit attracts a lot of nerds and maybe they get reminded of being thrown into school lockers when they were kids or something like that, when they just see me. I don't even know why. Maybe because I've got overall like a masculine personality. Maybe because I don't speak with a gay Spanish lisp. Maybe just half of people on Reddit just automatically then assume that like I'm like right wing or something like that, or just hate me just automatically because maybe they just get triggered and think back to the times they got shoved into lockers. Because like the hatred for me that exists on Reddit doesn't actually make logical sense. So honestly, all I think I can compute here is that maybe they're mad at me that I don't have like a gay Spanish lisp or something like that. I don't know why. Guys, comment. Why do you think so many people on Reddit just fucking hate me? Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Hey, sorry. I forgot. ADHD. My bad. That was a funny comment. I agree. But the reply to that unhinged comment ratioed it. True facts. No, I wasn't trying to. Greatest Guy's just like a guy who hates me and he's just trolling the stream constantly. Would be funny if I supported him to China. No, actually, that wouldn't be funny at all. Actually, this is goated. Yeah, they ratioed the fact. They ratioed the fuck out of this guy. The fuck is wrong with you? Did you actually think he was serious? Who the fuck are you that you're getting triggered on his behalf for the way that he handles being targeted by the Chinese government? Are you targeted by China? Are you jealous that he's handling it better than you are? That's the only way I can make a sense of why you're so fucking triggered about something that I doesn't. Fucking salute. Not my doormat. Fucking salute. Thank you to the people in the Destiny community who fucking support me and defend me. You guys are fucking beautiful people. Your souls are beautiful. Your hearts are big. You've got big hearts beating in your chest, pumping beautiful blood through your bodies. You've got big, beautiful souls. Thank you, everybody who fucking defends me. Fuck the haters. Fuck the haters. Fuck all these guys who, the second they see me, because I don't speak with a gay Spanish list, because I'm like a Greek man with blood in my fucking veins, they just automatically assume I must be right wing, and they just hate me. They think I'm a bully or something like that. It just reminds me, must remind them of maybe they just think, they look at me and they think of getting pushed into lockers in school. And the funny thing is, that wasn't me. I was actually a nerd in school. I was a nerd in school. But maybe because I don't have a gay Spanish list, maybe because I'm loud and I have a Greek voice, you know, maybe that's why they hate me. I think that's honestly, yeah, that's Reddit is full of green voters and extreme lefties. Of course they hate you. Honestly, you know what the funny thing is? Even when I was really left, when I was like 20 years old, a lot of lefties still hated me. And I think it was always because I didn't speak with a gay Spanish list. I think it was because I was actually a man. And just straight up, a lot of people just like look at you and like, he must be right wing because he has a cock. Sorry, that's not how the world works. You've got to be able to actually just be yourself in the world. Possum Nation, Drew will be Australian PM someday. So true, mate. So true. I salute you. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Don't you think it'd be so goated if the Australian PM was a streamer? Was a guy who had done all these crazy things? I think it'd be goated, right? I think it'd be goated. Give it 30 years. Give it 30 years. What about this for your next podcast? Drew Pavlov with Asmongold background vibes interviewing Adam Band. A good idea. Just like interview Adam Band with just like carcasses of roadkill behind me, like Asmongold. Sorry to throw out the hard questions and not just softballs, Drew. Well, Grant Sky, you're just too harsh. You're just too harsh. Yeah, Tim Dillon is hilarious. The left love eating their own. Reddit is filled with the worst type of leftists, people who are mentally ill, weak, and praise antisocial behavior. Facts. Facts. He's speaking facts here. Tim Dillon just did a video with Kevin Spacey. So great. Tim Dillon's funny. Posted where we are currently standing in general chat in Discord. Cool, cool. If you're on Reddit and are pro-Israel, you'll be hated. Drew, you look like a better hipster, not some Aussie solo man from the 80s. Sorry. What are you talking about, mate? This is solid. This is solid. I'm gonna go to gym. I'm gonna fucking get big. I swear to God. I've lost the weight. Now it's time to go to the gym and fucking build up some iron. And then nobody could ever call me gay again. Nobody. Obsessively sculpting your masculine body is the best way to prove you're not gay. Facts. Okay. Carcasses of roadkill, McDonald's rubbish, and other dead things like I like Big Finker. He's a funny guy. He's one of my best chatters. Thank you, Big Finker. Respect. You're a patriot. Yeah, carcasses of roadkill, McDonald's rubbish, and other dead things. Will you read the Eoka fanfic that I wrote? First story is called Grievous Gets Grimy. That's fucking funny. Surf Sherman, did you actually write that? That's funny as fuck. Reddit hates to see Greek excellence. Reddit hates to see a Greek who's got guns. Reddit hates to see a man who is Greek and doesn't have a gay Spanish list like Captain Dreamer. Drew Pavlov's streaming at a closed-down SeaWorld exhibit with a dead rotting whale as his background. That's what the people of America want. That's how I could get to 10,000 live views on my streams, right? Like Asmongold. They just want to see like dead animals in the background. Just did an audit of our member list, had a handful of Hakim's Second Thought podcast Discord members. Let's just say they will soon be yeeted. Yup, based. Is that your Reddit account, Drew? It's not, but I wish it was. That was a great comment. Colinci said in his last show that FAA workers are warning people not to fly in the US, not safe due to job cuts. Head of LA port on saying ports are empty, now ghost town, predicting big shocks to the economy. Yeah, no, it's honestly going to be fucking disgusting. Like, give it in 3-4 weeks when the container ships start coming to America empty, it's going to be a fucking disaster. Tim Dillon is literally a voluptuous RFK Jr. Facts. The Ottoman Empire never died. It just became Reddit. That's why it's so Greek phobic. Facts. Big Finker is again one of my greatest comments. One of my greatest guys in the comment section here. He's very fucking true here. That's very true comment. I think the main reason they hate me on Reddit is Greek phobia, hatred of the Greek, the hatred of the eternal Greek, and they hate any Greek man who has masculinity and blood pumping through his veins. Masculinity, like me, as people would know, one of the most masculine men on Twitter. Facts. Fucking facts. Drew Pavlov streaming in front of a bunch of Dutton and Polivier posters. True, but it would need the roadkill and it would need all the empty McDonald's stuff as well. I think that's a great idea though. Guys, okay. We've hit 2 hours. It was good fun. It was good fun chatting shit today. Thank you for watching. I'm going to call it a day because it's almost midnight. And I've got work tomorrow. Unfortunately, I've got to still work. I've still got to work a couple of days a week to make ends meet. If you want to donate to the stream, if you want to send a super chat, I'd fucking salute you right now. Help me get to the point where we can make this professional. I would salute that a lot, guys. But yeah, if you've been watching on YouTube, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. Thank you, guys. Does anyone have any last minute questions or funny comments? I'm going to probably call it a day in the next couple of minutes. Drew Pavlou is the next Alexandros Mavrokordatos. Alexandros Mavro. The statesman of Greece. Alexandros Mavrokordatos. Drew is the next Metaxas. From Mount Ararat to the sea, Kurdistan shall be free. Facts. I support a free Kurdistan. I really do support a free Kurdistan. Brisbane should have an underground subway network. I agree. Facts. We should have a full Brisbane underground subway network like London, like a London metro. Well, I always seem to come near the end. Oh, sorry about that, Mitch. But I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Definitely come in tomorrow. Get Bobcat on the stream. You know, I actually will. I actually legitimately will. Bro, 2 hours isn't enough. 4 hours minimum if you want to make it big. Okay, man. Okay, I swear. When it comes this weekend, I'll start doing 4-hour streams, okay? I'll do it. Okay, guys. From the rivers to the sea, Melbourne is now free. Y'all, facts. Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was good fun. I agree 2 hours is too short. I will start doing 4 hours soon. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Believe in the cause. Believe in the mission. We're slowly building up, guys. We're slowly building up. We had some pretty good viewers today. And yeah, brick by brick, we're building something so very beautiful. My favorite Greek streamer. Facts. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Salute. I'll see you tomorrow. Episode 24 was a success today. I'll see you for episode 25 tomorrow. Salute, and God bless you all. Get a load of clips of Green crying, and that would make this stream great. We'll do that for tomorrow. Thank you, lads. Thank you, everyone. Good fun.